Hi guys, this is Weasel for Weaktight. This is a tutorial on how to use your iPoker hand histories with the Weaktight hand converter. The first step is to make sure that your iPoker client is saving your hand histories. We go to the settings tab here, we go to the system tab here on the left, and we make sure we check the box which says store hand history locally. Once we've done that, we go to apply. iPoker should now be configured to save our hand histories to our computer. We're going to play a couple of hands and then we're going to import them into the Weaktight hand converter. Okay, so we're dealt into the big blind with 5 deuce offsuit. And normally we should fold, but we'll go for a 3-bet here so we have something interesting to paste into Weaktight. So we'll play at least 2 hands. We're going to import one via the hand history file, the other we're going to try and import from our tracking software. So our opponent decides to call. Pretty bad board texture for us. Should be completely fine just to check fold here. And our opponent bets, so we'll check fold. We'll play one more hand. And we're just going to call this one in the small blind. Standard option is of course to fold pre-flop. And on this flop texture again, we're probably just going to check fold. Okay, so now we have our 2 hands. The next step is to locate where iPoker saves the hand histories. So by default it appears to be in this location, although it is possible it appears somewhere other than this. For me it appeared in C drive, users, my username, app data, local, Betfred poker, history, my screen name for iPoker, then the table folder, and here we can see our hand history files. We can see the date here. So the hands we're interested in are these ones, which were played on the 6th of April. In order to access this folder, it might be necessary to configure your computer to show hidden files and folders. So if you don't know how to do this, it's recommended you just run a quick Google search for how to show hidden files and folders along with your operating system name, whether that's Windows 7 or something else. So next step is we're going to open this file, and inside this file we should see the hands that we've played. The important thing to notice when trying to copy your hand for the purposes of pasting into Weaktight is to look for these game tags. So we can see here game code equals then a number. This tells us the hand is beginning. If we scroll down, we'll see a close game tag, which is indicated by this /game. So this indicates that the game is over. So this is one particular hand that we've played in this particular spot. We'll just copy one of the other hands, since the first hand in the file was the hand that we weren't dealt in. So let's copy one that we were dealt in. So we look for the close game tag here. We right click, we go to copy. The next step is to open the Weaktight hand converter, which can be found at www.weaktight.com. Firstly, you'll need to make an account. I've already made an account and I've signed in. We can see in this white box where it says paste your hand history. I'm going to right click, I'm going to choose paste, and I'm going to press enter. Weaktight will now confirm whether it's a valid hand history. We can see that Weaktight doesn't like this hand history very much, and in fact if we scroll to the top we can see that I've accidentally included an extra character here which I shouldn't have, so it should start here with game code, so remember to include this symbol here but nothing else. So now if I press enter again, iPoker should like the hand history a little bit better. So there's still 1 or 2 issues with how Weaktight detects iPoker hand histories. Might be because iPoker has recently changed the hand history format, I'm not sure. But generally if we go to post hand, it should just about make sense of what we've posted. So we can see the hand where we had the 5 deuce offsuit, and we 3-bet pre-flop against the pre-flop opener to 22 cents. The flop came Jack 8-9, which was not a good flop for us, and we decided to simply check fold. So we can see, despite Weaktight complaining, it has actually interpreted the hand history correctly. On the right hand side here we have a few different options which we can use to configure the output. Also of interest in the top right here is the replay button, which allows us to view the hand in the Weaktight replayer, which might be a little bit easier to visualize what's going on rather than the default Weaktight format. This is not the only way to import our iPoker hand histories. As mentioned, if we make use of tracking software, we can import the hands directly from our tracking software. So here we can see the hands that I've played on iPoker today. We played the 5 deuce offsuit in this video. We also played the king deuce offsuit. So let's assume we'd like to paste this hand in the replayer. We simply right click on the hand, very similar to how we would do this with the hand history. We go to copy, click on copy. We go back to the Weaktight converter, we click post hand to post a new hand. Again we right click and we go to paste a hand history in here. And again Weaktight will confirm if it's a valid hand history. It seems to like this particular hand history, which is good. And we go to post my hand and we can see that a hand has been represented correctly. We called preflop and then we decided to check fold on a 10-7-5 rainbow board when we didn't hit anything. So it's definitely recommended that you make use of this tool. It's very useful for sharing hands with your friends and also improving as a player. Thanks very much for watching this tutorial. This has been Weasel for Weaktight.com.